Whoopsies. We got disconnected. Okay. My apologies. I have a setting in place that will stop the stream. Apparently. Quick, fast, in a hurry that is right next to another hotkey. I am going to move that. My bad. That needs to be like this. Whoops. We want to stop. What would we put for stop? Okay, I think that will work better maybe. Whoopsies. Well, hopefully those people come back. I don't know where exactly we got cut off at. My bad. Stream ain't over yet. Not yet. Oh, God. All I can do is laugh about that. Whoever that reading was for, I am so sorry. We got cut off. Ah, that's hilarious. I'm sitting here talking to myself. How silly. Unintentional, I swear. I shuffled their cards back digitally. My shortcut key to, you know, if I take a card out and put it back, is Control-Shift-Z. Okay. That shuffles all our cards back in order. Hi, Alien Ant. Welcome to the second part of the stream on accident. Whoopsies. Yeah, my shortcut key to end the stream, Control-Shift-X, right next to Z. Didn't even think about that. What a fool. Oops. We might have to make that something totally different. Yeah, we will. I'll make it even further away. Let's make it. Okay, I like that. Much better. How about Control Shift Insert and Delete to start a stream and stop a stream? Duh. I'm alright, buddy. Aside from the hiccup, I feel so bad. Some poor soul was getting a reading from me and I hope that they got all of it. I don't know where we cut out. I don't expect they'll come back considering I just did a read and was like, to them anyway. Here's your read. End of stream. Later. See ya. So mean. Oh, if you're seeing this, I'm so sorry. But I'm good. I'm alright. I'm okay, you know. I mean, not what I intended at all. So sorry. My bad. Honestly, though, I kind of take that as a sign. Where, what, I've been going at it since about 8 o'clock. We're almost 4 hours and like 15 minutes. So, let's hang out for a few more minutes. See if anybody else comes. You two are here. The queue is open. If you need a reading or would like one or just want to talk about some stuff. Sir Josepher, in fact, you said you came to learn. Did you have any question in particular? Something you want to know more about that I may illuminate? Maybe, hopefully. If not, hopefully I have a book somewhere around here about it. Just a thought. I tend to end up going through the story of the suits here a lot. Oh, I needed to do that long ago. stiffen up the chair a bit so I can lean back just a tad, but not all that weight. Oh, hey, there's our 5-minute timer over. Hi. Hi, this is what happens automatically when we start the stream. We come here. Hi, I'm Opal. We do reads, esoteric stuff, mystic stuff, tarot, oracle, Lenormand, runes, book stuff. But smart things sometimes take place here. Other time, me no think too good. Hi. Welcome. Hey, great. Hi. Anyway. No problem. Okay, sure. Is there any particular card maybe that gives you trouble? All are welcome to just hang out. I know some people come here. We will be incorporating it more, as much as I can anyway. But I know some people come just truly just to hear the sound of my voice. They could care less what I'm saying. And that's okay. If you find some comfort here in the way I sound, I invite you to hang out. If you just like the music. Oh, that's not what it is. Sorry. It's that one. That's why we have this one, and that's why we have this one. Sir Josepher. I love it. This like flute music comes on. Yeah, hell yeah. Welcome to. This music comes on right when I would be mentioning. At some point, there will be an Indian flute here in the key of F sharp at 432 hertz. That is the heart chakra and its frequency. Some people may cry. I don't know. I might cry. I probably will. I'm kind of an emotional guy. Not very hard to make me cry. You know? People suffering, animals suffering, just suffering in general shit. I'm a baby. But I just feel a little too deeply what other people are going through, and it, you know. Yeah, I know. I say it here all the time, but truly, it is just not in some depressing way. I don't mean it that way at all, but truly, I laugh so I don't cry. I know that that is true of many of us. I get it. Oh, I hate that you have a crying emoji. A banana sad in the rain? How can this be? Bananas grow in the tropics, man. What? They love rain. Banana for scale of the rain, eh? I don't know, I've seen some big ass bananas before. Am I the only one here? When I go to the store and I get bananas, I get like bright green ones. I mean, I'm talking neon green. Hello, Jones Eunice. Welcome back, Purathima. I'm sorry about the disconnect earlier. Okay, this guy. It appeals the rain, he says. I absolutely watch Stranger Things. Hello, Anshuman. How are you? We're just hanging out talking about bananas. You want to know something crazy? The artificial banana flavoring used in the Runts candy tastes weird because at the time of the making of the original Runts candy, there was a different type of banana that is many, many years old. It has since gone extinct. So that flavor that tastes absolutely nothing like banana is what their interpretation of what a banana tasted like in the early 1900s or earlier, whenever the hell that was. The bananas we know of today and love today are an extreme hybrid of many, many different breeds of banana. That way, they are more resistant to fungus and disease. They grow bigger, better, stronger, faster, deliciouser. So the next time you have a banana flavored candy something and wonder why does this taste nothing like banana, that is why. You are tasting a memory. How wild is that? Candy fun facts. Yay. Didn't expect that coming here, did ya? Shit, neither did I. Why the hell am I talking about banana flavors? Why do I even know this? You all right. I'm sure it has already been demonstrated, the absolute lunacy within me, but truly. Check this out. You ready for this shit? I'm gonna read this to you. This comes from AI. Yes, I know. All right. So, the weird taste of artificial banana flavor is because it's based on the Gros Michel banana, an older, more flavorful variety that was commercially wiped out by a fungus in the 1950s. NSF225, you absolutely may in just a moment. Please allow me my banana indulgence. Since the Gros Michel was the most common banana at the time, flavor scientists modeled artificial banana flavoring on it. Today's commercial bananas are mostly the disease-resistant Cavendish variety, which has a different and more subtle flavor. So the artificial flavor doesn't match the fruit we eat today. I say again, you are tasting a memory. How neat is that? Older than some of us in this room combined together, for Christ's sake. Wild. Just a thought. NSF, you would like a general. How would you feel about a daily vibe check? What's my vibe today? What's supporting me? What tripped me up? Otherwise, I can pull a rune for you. One of these. We could do a Lenormand spread. Two of these. We could do an oracle card for you. I would suggest one of those for a general that's got a lot of info in it for one card. Would that work? Are you still here even? Did I already upset our friend and weird them out with my banana talk? Very likely. This is what happens to me in normal everyday. Oh, okay, hi. I figured I'd scared you off already. I came into this room to get some insight about my day, my life, this question I have. I've been waiting all day for this motherfucker to go live. And he's sitting here talking about goddamn banana flavors. Who fucking cares? I care. All right? It is a question I genuinely asked myself around. I think I was in my early 20s. because someone gave me runts and it had so many bananas in it, and it was so annoying that they taste nothing like banana. Banana flavored taffy. That ain't a banana? The hell are you talking about? This is banana flavor to you? Your mouth is broken. But then it's candy after candy, and they're all this same weird banana flavor. Why? Why are we subjecting ourselves to this falsehood? There's no way with modern day science you can't get remotely close to real banana. I doubt this. We have sent people into space and brought them home. You can't mimic a fucking banana. Why? It is a light storm within, but the question remains. Alright? If you want to understand a little about your boy Opal here and how its brain works, well, there you go. The storm is deep and fucking pointless. Truly, in some cases. I learned, excuse me, I learned all of that so I could bring it to you here to discuss and ruin your now perfectly fine existence without knowing that you'll never taste the real banana flavor of a Michelle Gross. A Gross Michelle, excuse me, banana. But here I am to torture you with, oh, yeah, you'll just have to eat a handful of weird candy made by people that are long gone. But NSF 225, I digress. Please forgive me. Your number is 9, the Hermit, by the way, in tarot. We'll discuss that in a moment. This is your card, 10th house. Is this authority? One more time. Okay, just look in there. Ooh. Ah. This is a deck by Heather Rowan Robbins. It is gorgeous. The art on it is done by a tattoo artist. It is spectacular. Star Codes Astro Oracle. I am not here to promote any product, but if I were gonna, that would be one that I will promote all damn day. Buy this. $20. It is. Look at this book. This is like a standard tarot booklet, but for Oracle. Anyway, NSF, your 10th house authority. Forgive me, there are 56 cards in here. They get 2 pages of explanation. It's going to take me a while to remember them all. The action for authority. You are being asked to step up and take on the next level of personal authority. It's hard to build something without a clear blueprint. So look at your definition of a strong leader and decide whether you need to amend it. Wow, this is a long one. I can't read all of this for fear of copyright and all that, but I will read as most as I can. Remember how you felt as a kid about your parents, the school principal, priests, police, and teachers, and observe whether they used their responsibility wisely and encouraged you to develop yours, or whether you needed to rebel to be safe. Your challenge. A bully is a parody of true leadership. I say that again. A bully is a parody of true leadership, meaning a bully is someone who wishes to lead, but is not a leader. Okay? Be careful not to mistake power over other people as equal to empowerment within. Your gift, wherever you are in your evolution, it's time to take the next step up the mountain of leadership, empowerment, and accomplishment. Okay? Carpe diem in a card, if I have ever seen one. Seize the day, my love, for it is yours to begin with, if you but would. Yes, this is not to call you a bully. This is just to say, to give you an example of false leadership, right? A bully. Not to say you are one, But that's what a bully does. They wish to exert power over someone where there is none within. Within you, there clearly is. You are being asked to further yourself up that flight of stairs. I send that back to you because it belongs to you, not me. I need you to go out there, take that authority, and get us this goddamn banana back. I wish to taste one. I have since I found out. You're very welcome. I don't mean to be that guy, but just a reminder, we survive off of donations here. If you feel so inclined, you're welcome to, but it is not required. Nor are likes or follows or any of that bullshit. But, you know. I'm with you, Mac Merlin. Bring this banana back. It's gone, but man, we have found petrified human feces. You're telling me we can't find a strand of this thing's DNA anywhere? Nothing? No, I call bullshit. Give me the science banana. I eat a science apple. The Honey Crisp. It is an absolute whore of a banana in terms of DNA, of an apple in terms of DNA. I don't care. 2 scientists made this thing in a lab. I could care less. It is so good. Honey Crisp apple. Are you fucking kidding me? Do I want an apple? I will take that whole bushel. The whole orchard. No. You may all leave. These are mine. Now watch, it would be my great curse when I transition to the other side if I ask the source, the powers that be, hey mans, listen, I've been thinking about this banana. Alright, I don't know who the hell Gross Michelle is, but I'm sure they were a great person. I'll shake their hand afterward. Right now, I want to eat the banana that they named it after themselves. I want that right here. Okay, can we do that? And it'll taste like garbage, watch. Just like the Runts candies taste. Guaranteed. Worst banana I ever had. God, no wonder you took these away from us. These sucked. Didn't know we had it so good this whole time. Well, I won't be able to tell you. Get your cards out. Ask me later, when I'm not here anymore. I'll tell you all about the Gross Michelle. We could ask. What do you think? I am totally fine with asking this. We're going to ask the Lenormand, would I enjoy the taste of a Gross Michelle banana and banana. Oh man, that's a rough name. If there's an and banana out there, I feel for you. I'm so sorry. Even worse still, Anna Banana. Annabelle Banana. I don't think anybody would take you seriously. Yes, I am Mr. Banana. This is my wife, my lovely children. Especially if you lived in the West, the States. Not even a tropical country. Okay. We have one card. It says mountain. to start wanted to talk to us and message. Well, mountains are something to traverse, but are also unmoving. So apparently, I'm just gonna throw the guess out here that this would mean nothing to us. Truly, lost mail delay. Yeah, okay. It doesn't know either. It has no idea. Oh my gosh. Sometimes. Even my guides are like, bro, I don't fucking know. Really? What? Why are you asking me about an extinct banana? We don't know. Lost mail. What were we just talking about? Okay? I am not here to tell you, any of one of you, that my word is law or any shit like that. I am not some weird, I have no telephone line to God or the powers that be or whatever. All I can tell you, I draw cards when we ask questions and they say stuff back. What that means to you is I leave to you to decide, truly. We don't know. We don't know. Could be the best banana we ever had. This is more infuriating for me. I thought for sure we would be told. A maybe yes, a maybe no, but no. I honestly take this more as my own deck looking at me like, really? Really? Banana. Alright. Of all the things you can ask me about, it's the banana. Okay, alright. I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. I'm just here to work. It absolutely is. And it's this is why I say this is more throwing it in our face. It's just throwing shade right back at us. Think about that. It answers, I don't know, but at the same time, it calls out the fact that this is a lost mail. This has gone through time. Why do you care? You just can't taste one right now, man. So what? Out of curiosity, we're gonna do a thing. We are gonna do a thing. I want to know the root number of these in numerology. One sec. We're doing a thing. I'm curious. What is the total number? Okay. 35, 26 of each. So, letter adds up to 26. Mountain ends up to 35. We take 3 plus 5 is 8, plus 2 is 10. Plus 6 is 16. It's my own fucking card. 6 plus 1 is 7. We get my own card thrown in my face. me. Fitting. Very fitting. Hello, King Lastly. I don't know what ladies you speak of. I just exist here. I would imagine, though, listen, this voice does things to people. How do you find your card? Bagara Visonawani. I'm so sorry if I just butchered your name. Sir Jonesopher will come back to that. If you want to try it yourself, take each letter of the what we got back, mountain and letter, the two words. Figure out what each letter. Baragavi. I hope I'm saying it right. I'm trying real hard, Ringo. Take each of the letters, figure out what number they are in the alphabet, write them down, then start writing them all out. But for like, A is 1, okay? When you get to double digits, instead of just keeping the total number, put a plus sign between it. And then make a big long row of all the numbers, add them up, okay? And then you need to, that for each word, so you'll get a total number for mountain and then a total number for letter, right? You take those two numbers and you apply that same little formula. Now you got the two numbers, you put those next to each other, put plus signs between all the numbers. Tell me what they add up to. You'll get a double digit, 16. Now you do it again, 1 plus 6, 7. That's how we got to that. Numerology, my dear. You know, what I do over here, nerd stuff. What was your question? Bargavi? Bargavi. I hope I'm not butchering your name. Sorry if I am. So, we cannot tell the future here. I do not provide false hope or instill fear with unknowables, which is all the future really is. So, instead, I offer you two alternative questions. What is the energy surrounding you now in regard to love? As well, what is the energy inviting you forward? Okay? The energy surrounding you now, the Eight of Cups reversed, and the High Priestess reversed yet again. So, this tells us we are on the path of walking away from something. Truly, just setting our cups down, our emotions, and leaving them behind for now, which is possibly a wise decision for you. In terms of the future, we get a direct no in regard to what is coming. This is your own intuition, the moon goddess herself. We are blocked from this intuition, this knowing, because it is the future. It is not knowable. We find that out when we walk whatever this path is that we are walking away toward. So I don't know if you're going through a time of healing right now in your single life, but it would appear for you that we have left some unresolved emotions behind that must be dealt with at some point, but perhaps that time is not now. Okay? The future, truly unknowable. Cannot answer that. All right? The proper thing for you to keep doing, keep going. I would argue you need to reverse this card and listen to that intuition. I will be reversing it in your spread when I send it back to you. Your inner knowing, pay attention to that. Might have some messages for you that you will find beneficial and helpful to your life. Meditate, recenter, reconnect with inner you. That is why you walked away from these to begin with, right? So now why don't we trust our intuition? When you get those goosebumps, those people bumps, that frisson, that chill down the spine, that rock in the gut, listen. You're being spoken to. What does it mean? For you to determine. I reverse your high priestess before I send this back to you. We must get in touch with that once more. Okay? Let me know if you have any questions. Hmm. 1216. 1216. That is something I will not be able to tell you, even if I was capable. I would not. The correct person to ask that is that person. I do not instill false hope or fear. I will not spy on someone else's thoughts and emotions. That is inappropriate. We focus on the self here. I hope you will understand. I don't think you spy on people. Right? So ask them instead, please. I just asked this to all of you. Are you sure you want a guy like me rooting around in your potential loved ones' heads and emotions? I don't think so. What I will not be doing, my dear, is repeat readings. Okay? One right after another. This is twofold. There is a way to reciprocate to the work. I will not be a vending machine for reads. Okay? If you're going to do that, you are entering the realm of session work. At bare minimum, reciprocate, please. There is a donate link. Rapid fire questions are not the way we work here. That is us using divination for the sake of divination or to run our lives. You are very welcome. I appreciate you allowing me to read for you. Just a reminder, Bara Gavi, the chat is public and is already there. You may redact whatever you would like. But for anyone here, the chat is right there. If you do not wish for it to be public, please message me on our Discord in private. Otherwise, this goes up with the recording. Oh, whoops. Try that. One of them works, I think. Maybe. Oh, okay. But, well, yeah, there you go. They both apply. Oh, bananas. Now that we've been talking about them so much, I will be certain to get bananas tomorrow while I'm at the store. Yeah, we will. Watch me. But depending on traffic, I don't know. We might stay a little bit longer, but I might reclaim some time to myself. I know the stream time counter is only 41 minutes for this, but that is because it is part 2 of the stream, since I'm silly and killed the last one on accident. We've been here for almost 5 hours now. So, I may, here in a little bit, go read a book for a little bit. Go howl at the moon for a little while, Especially considering the message I got from the body the last 2 days. The message I got, stay your ass in bed and sleep. Which I am okay with, because that is usually not the case for me. Not one bit. Yeah, what would you like, Sir Jones Affair? Look at this extraordinarily lengthy queue, as we often have here. What can I do for you? And I hate to just dip out on everybody. I know some people just come to... I've literally been told people come here just to fall asleep to the sound of my voice. I don't mean to take that away from you, but, this is my free time that I do not receive any payment for or whatever, so I would like to make sure we're actually serving someone, but if they are in silence, I am unaware of this. What should I be on the lookout for while making my decisions? So, 2 cards. You know what? An oracle, I think, may serve you better, honestly. Multiple paths, many decisions. I don't have a very good spread that can answer this, because this is all future-based, and you are using it to direct your life, which is a very serious matter. So I will leave this general. The oracle card says what it says about your situation. Okay? This allows us to avoid the future kind of question, as well as determining a life path for you, which I do not like to do. Because if I tell you to go do something and it blows up in your face, and I know what you will reply in chat, more than likely, no, I would never be upset with you. Well, I am here to tell you, you absolutely will. Blame the reader. 100% every time. Sorry, just the truth. In the interest of not doing that, I will not ask about said future. Yes, you know. We get Aquarius. Collaborate. I think we can gather what that means, eh? Look at this thing. Literally, one cup pouring into another. Collaboration. In tarot, this would be the 3. But Starcoat's Astro Oracle by Heather Rowan Robbins. Card number 11. Once. That's 11 in Spanish, by the way. Not that anyone cares. Collaborate. Action. Live by your philosophy. All done. Right? Aquarius's traditional ruler Saturn asks us to know what society expects of us and to care about our reputation. However, Aquarius's co-ruler Uranus encourages us to free ourselves from the tradition of others' opinions and be able to think outside the box. Yes, this can feel like a paradox, but it offers a healthy tension to manifest the true you. This hitting home at all? Sure is for me. Your challenge. Spiritual practice and personal philosophy can be used to bypass authentic emotions. I read this again. Spiritual practice and personal philosophy can be used to bypass authentic emotions. Remember what I was talking about? We can't use this to determine our life's path. Not wise. So be honest with yourself and don't try to talk yourself into feelings you think you should have or onto a path that others find more socially acceptable. If your philosophy clashes with your honest feelings, then your philosophy needs to evolve. If your lifestyle is not in line with your philosophy, then one or both need to change. The gift. The authentic Aquarius gift encourages you to let go of previous constructs and listen to the source within. Honor the reality that you are a unique individual, but you also have a responsibility to contribute to the health of your community, which you are part of. I remind you. Speechless. Let me know if you have questions. If you don't have this deck, if you read for yourself, considering what it just did for us here for you, you need to speak to this deck. Get yourself one. I am not here. I get nothing for you getting one. There's no joint effort here to sell esoteric stuff. I'm just telling you, for a card to call out to you so deeply, such as that, there's your deck right there. Get that in your hands sooner than later. If you read, bring it here. Shit, you don't need to learn anything. Shuffle the deck, pull a card, read the book. One card. There's so much more you can do with that, but in the interest of time saving and for the platform, one card. One question, one card. Determine its meaning from the book. A non-standard tarot. I would say that's very far off from anything tarot related. 138 cards. May I know what it is? Most I have in a deck is the Minciati at 85, 95, 97. We don't use that here because it's a little too much for people to handle, I find. That's for private stuff. Gets a little personal at times, you know? Alleyman's Tarot. Alleyman Tarot. Never heard of this. $204, eh? Okay. These come as booster packs. I've never seen this in my life. Very interesting. Thank you for enlightening me. I will not have $204 to my name anytime soon, but I will absolutely explore what the hell this is. Yeah, this is a wild, very custom version of tarot. Okay, so it is literally an amalgamation of many different decks, sources, etc. Interesting. I have never seen this. Well, thank you. Someday maybe you'll see it here. I'm curious now. This is a bold design choice. But I like bold, crazy stuff, so why the hell not? 137 cards. Good Lord. Sideshows. That's psycho. Bookmark and the decks. Bam. Someday I'll have a job and actually have money to spend again, you know? The Queen of Bombs. I mean, that kind of looks like that's what that thing's for. Hi again, Whale. Yes, the stream died. I killed it on accident. I have a shortcut key to sort the deck. Right, if I pull a card out on the screen, I put it back and I want to reorganize it, Control-Shift-C. Well, I had a shortcut key set to end the stream that was Control-Shift-X. So guess what happened when I, tried to just put the deck back in order. Didn't quite go as well as I thought it would. That deck is likely only so expensive because they have to get licensing for all the different art that they're using, which is wild. Price tag makes sense in that regard, but man, $200 for a deck is crazy. But who knows? I consider myself a collector of these. They are art to me in more ways than one. Yeah, well, again though, think about all the art that they have to license to pay. 137 card deck, your standard tarot deck of 78 is about $3,000 to print a book and a deck. That's full bleed art. So that's a bunch of money going to licensing for sure. Otherwise it's just all profit, but I'm sure some of it is. But a lot of that, if they're taking art from other decks, yeah, it's gonna be expensive. But yes, single run does not help. Tis a collector's item to me, truly. Very interesting. You can get the same effect by just, grab a bunch of different cards for a bunch of different decks to me. Are they all the same size? Or are they truly just different cards, just all mashed together? Because that is definitely wild. $200 gets me halfway to almost halfway to our real microphone. Gotcha. Yeah, that's very interesting. Not seen that before. Neato. Added to the list. I love it. Our Twitch chat shows me this counter is hilarious. 4 people here. Oh, 2. Okay, there we go. Someone's just hidden. At least in Twitch land. This counter up here is never right. Very interesting to watch. But here at 1 o'clock, I do believe we will shut the stream down for the night. Depending on traffic, I'm willing to hang out till like 3, 4 a.m. Honestly, it's Friday. I ain't doing nothing, you know. But being that it's Friday and I'm not doing nothing and would like to read a book for at least a little bit, I may very well indulge myself. You know? The Wild Unknown, right on. Yeah, I like that deck a lot. I believe... Oh, I have a whole spreadsheet about this, actually. Where is that? Beep boop. Bop 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 bop. Bells. No. I know all about them. They depress me. Our Wild Unknowns. 2016, what? Run number 22 on mine. Right? Yeah, 22 for sure. That deck has been remade a bunch of times. Pretty cool. Very cool deck. My only complaint with it is they use, you know, the old style where justice and strength are reversed. Not that it really matters, but as well, there are a few card meanings in there that I argue are incomplete, such as the Ten of Wands in the Wild Unknown. It is more presented to us as a full-on blockage, and I argue that card is incomplete. We can go around the blockage, we can work around it. Versus, let me find this thing real quick so you know what I'm talking about. I say real quick, it'll be at the very bottom of the deck. Any takers? When I need it, it will be like, you can't talk about me. Absolutely not. But typically, I will honor what the individual that has made the deck wants it to be. This is the Ten of Wands in that deck. You can see a light back there, yeah, but you ain't getting to it, right? This is full on blocked. Full on blocked. I argue it is more this. That sentence is incomplete. If you look real hard in an RWS deck, you will see what's back here. Very, 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 very small, but look at it. There's a town there. No? A little building, right? Civilization that we're walking back to. This, I argue, is more appropriate to what is actually happening versus the perceived blockage. That's all. You gather up all those wands, you take them back to town, you start the path again, do it again, but better. Waylon, we can definitely do that. Sorry to hear about that, but yes, we absolutely can ask. Now, we can't just do a single card because the first card is going to be the energy surrounding you. Okay? This one, very likely, you already know. Just forewarning. I don't think we'll use that deck though. We will use this one. This is Ethereal Visions. It is a gold gilded deck, very fancy. A gift from one of our loving donators. Waylon, I think we would be better just telling a small story with this. Just keep in mind, I call them a bardic spread. I'm sure you are familiar with the term bard. Yes, exactly, sir. Exactly. That's why I say that. That card is incomplete in that deck to me. To them, they feel that way. I don't argue with it. Yes, it is the end of the path, but it is not the full story yet, right? To me. To them, it is a blockage, but I am not here to argue semantics. It is their deck, right? I just let people know of my viewpoint of that, but truly, that is what that deck says, right? I'm not here to say it's right, wrong, it's just how they feel. No thing wrong with that. So Waylon, a bardic spread will be, we just start pulling cards and it tells us a short story. This may not be, a story can be a fairy tale, it can be as well a horror short. So before I pull this, I just want to make sure you don't want to do this in private. Message me on Discord, perhaps. Otherwise, I will pull it here. But it may not be very pleasant. I will warn you now. Otherwise, we can dumb this. Okay, you got it. Again, we just start pulling cards. So, your first card, the Wheel of Fortune. This just calls out literal change. I always refer to this card as just life. We get this upright to indicate, first word in our notes here, change, okay? But I'm going to fix this. I don't like this mechanistic view of life. It's just life. Changes, you know what I mean? When our wheel turns, this is just life. Okay, so this is where we start our story. Upright Wheel of Fortune, so you can see the fancy bits of him. Okay, fate, destiny, change, however you want to view this, I think you get it. So this is just the story of life. This is how it starts. We start with the 3 of Wands. No, 7. No, I'm not crazy. 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands reversed. So this would be a decision. Okay, we have set out on a decision. The outcome, not as intended, not so great. This is the card upright, just so you can see the art as it is spectacular. So this is how it comes. Blocked. We set out on a path. Didn't go our way. Next card. That leads us to the 8 of Cups. 8 in tarot is the number of mastery. This should be us understanding when it is time to set down some emotions and walk away, but obviously you say this is in relation to a family member. Not so easy to do. We know this. But upright, this is us reestablishing mastery of these emotions. Our cups hold our water and the metaphysical being our emotions. Okay? We are blocked in this for obvious reasons. Our story is not over as far as I am concerned. Your next card, the 4 of Cups. This calls out the obvious result of that, which is dissatisfaction. This is us handing somebody a cup, whether this be you or them. You'll notice this cup comes from nowhere. A cloud, and the cards are winged, right? The Red Bull. But we don't want it. We don't want these wings. We don't want to hear it. Don't want to talk about it, right? Obvious again. I don't know if this is on your part or theirs, but either way. Dissatisfaction with the entire scenario. Again, more cups. Notice our mastery is now split in half, since we cannot reconcile these two different cups with one another. These emotions cannot mix for whatever reason. Furthermore, we receive the Eight of Pentacles. Our story takes a magnificent turn. It asks and also tells us two things. 'Tis another 8. Yes? Yes. I'm not crazy. I don't know what all the art looks on these yet. I truly don't go through a deck until I just let them come so I can look at them naturally. First time I'm seeing it. But your 8 of Pentacles. This is hard work. Truly, but notice another 8, mastery. Whereas before, we're walking away from the path. Here is us. We're working on it. We are trying. I want you to take note in this art. When you look at the stars, the pentacles, okay? Notice that each one in the art, they're just a little bit off and weird, right? Every one of them. But the further we get down here, the more close we become to making the beautiful version of the star, the perfect one. Through hard work, we gain this mastery. So, mistake or not today, this is encouragement as well as far as I'm concerned, just calling out the path you are on. It is hard fucking work. Likely always will be. I mean, that's your story starts with literally just life. Just circumstances surrounding our bullshit, you know? But this is also an invite. Don't give up. We work, we work, we work. That is just what we do. No matter how many times we might fail or mess up or whatever it might be, we keep going. Our story's not over yet. Through that, we will find the King of Swords, but reversed. Here, I argue, is where our story ends. But you tell me. I'm going to read the meaning to this card to you, word for word, upright, so you can understand a little more about why it means what it means when it's reversed, okay? The King of Swords is himself a symbol of the fully developed mind. The king must be vigilant lest his mental structure calcify into narrow-mindedness. He must strive to maintain the page's childlike curiosity and mental flexibility. The king could be a scientist, someone who changes the world by studying it, analyzing it, and reaching new conclusions. We are blocked in this. The ruler of the mind, this king energy, is upside down, perhaps due to the feeling of this mistake that has been made. Perhaps it's only perceived that way. Maybe you said exactly what you needed to say when you needed to say it. Okay? But right now, not feeling so kingly. Right? But there is light here. The reason I read this to you upright is because that energy is here at all. Okay? The fact that the King of Swords is here at all means that the ruler of the mind is already here. But we just maybe aren't going about ruling the kingdom in a way that resonates with the people. And I mean, duh. Right? I'm not sure if you've ever heard the story of King Solomon. King Solomon was considered to be the most just and fair king ever. There's a famous little story about him having to determine effectively a possession belongs to this person or this person, and they come to the king, these two people, complaining that the other is a liar. This is mine. The king cannot decide how to best deal with this, so to make the best possible outcome, he just splits everything right down the middle. Right? Can't do that with a person though, can you? If someone says, this is my son, no, this is my son, now what? Unfortunately, you must still, Use the rational, logical mind to find a way to tiptoe around this. This will be the only card that I will be reversing in this spread for you. Because this is real you. This is not to call out your mistake. It's just to simply point out, sometimes, the words we mean to come out, the way that they're meant to be interpreted, they just don't fucking land. But that ain't real you. This is real you. This hard-working fucking king. So I say again, the message, ultimately, keep working at it. Reverse this. I know for a simple fact, I don't even have to know you to know this. I know for a simple fact you do not use the mind to harm. It is meant to help. Sometimes that help just falls on deaf ears. I know this because I am just like that. Just a reminder, time, truly, time, effort. There's nothing wrong with you. I'm not saying nothing, perhaps just saying the wrong damn thing, right? And then taking some time back to yourself to, like you say, recenter. What is the core thing I'm trying to communicate here that didn't land so well? Become this guy. This is who you really are. I will not be leaving your king reversed when I shuffle this back to you. Plain and simple. So yes, ultimately, your story, how many cards did we get? There's another layer to this. I have 6. 6 cards. God, I get goosebumps just doing that. 6 cards, the number 6 in numerology and tarot in specific. That of union. I shit you not. Just to bring my point home here, okay? Card number 6 in tarot. The lovers. And I don't mean in some romantic sense. I mean just anybody you love. The thing to take note of here, in this art, this example, this allegory, the male figure is longingly staring at this female figure, but the female figure stares at this unknowable, imperceptible, weird-ass thing floating in the sky. You see the truth, they see illusion. How do we bring those worlds together? Right? That's not to say that, you snap your fingers and it happens, but we keep working at it if it is something that we truly value. And it's obvious you do. You wouldn't be here asking me about it if you didn't. So I encourage you. Keep going. Keep fucking going. I know it. I don't even have to know you to know that. I can feel it in my heart of hearts. I know that that's you. Again, I say the number 6 is that of union. And this isn't just your spread. Reminder. This applies to this other person. Effort is required on their part as well. Some shit is just out of our control. But, the point is, you keep being real you. Even if the things we say didn't land. Okay, alright, that was not what I intended to have happen, right? We accept our fuck up, even if it wasn't, so we can move on, continue our work together, right? To reestablish, to recenter, refocus both parties for an amenable outcome for both. Hell, I argue even better still, an optimal, the ultimate beautiful outcome for both parties, hopefully. But yeah, you're very welcome, Waylon Wood. 8-6. Thank you for letting me read you. I appreciate it. I shuffle those both to you digitally and physically. Yours again, where they belong. 'Cause you need your king card back, truly. That's yours. It don't live here. Not at all. Belongs to you. I appreciate that. Especially I appreciate you having the bravery to let me do a bardic spread, because those, you know, sometimes are truly not very nice. Not very nice at all, but sometimes we need to hear it. Cannot tell you how many of those I've done for myself and just had to sit here like, oh man, I gotta call somebody. Jesus Christ. You know? But for me, when I do them to me, it's exactly what I needed to hear. I know it, but damn it. Listen to the song if you're still here, Waylon. Just saying. Sorry for blasting everybody's ears that was trying to relax. Did nothing wrong. Just life. We shoot for the bullseye, we miss. Grab another dart. Try again. Just a reminder. My hands are here. I don't pick the music. I just press play and put it on shuffle. But that said, 12:57. We got 3 more minutes and I will shut it down. I think I don't know. I might play a video game after we get off. You know how long it's been since I played a video game? Like really played a video game? Months. So maybe I will. Maybe I will. Bilbo Baggins and Lord of the Rings. It's mine after all. Why shouldn't I keep it? Hi, Green Skull. My favorite color. How are you? You would like a reading. You bet. Our queue is just so long. I mean, look at the color of my name in the chat. Green, right? I'm with you. Yo, green is the color of life, new beginning, growth. I love it. Hello, Starlit Moon. We will get to your reading after we get done with Green Skull's reading. You guys got here just in time. I don't even know. I'm so out of touch with what is even coming out. I have no clue. I saw some stuff about Arc Raiders, but even that's not my kind of game, honestly. I'm not a big fan of, you know, the big wide open math deathmatch, you know? Oh, Starlet. I mean, we ask questions and I pull the cards. If you're meaning, you don't have to sub, you don't have to like, you don't have to follow, you don't have to do any of that shit. You are welcome to donate if you want to. I appreciate it, but it is not a requirement. Okay? I haven't even looked. I have no idea. Truly, I am so out of touch with what is even going on. I have been busy, engrossed in work, you know, both here and in the real world, applying for said work, trying desperately to just get somebody to fucking say yes. You know, I just lost touch with that. So I may correct that after I get off the stream and stay up a little late. Who knows? Green Skull says, looking to learn about my near future in the upcoming year. Uncertainty around new experiences, especially unique ones, fuels my desire to learn what the outcomes will be. When my path feels mostly out of my control, it's comforting to hear about what may happen. So, Green Skull, the future, as well as determining truly the way we should technically be running our lives, is not something I delve into, as the future is an unknowable. I'm sure you have had plenty of readings where someone will offer you some insight about said future. I argue it is false hope or fear, which I do not participate in. That said, I would happily pull an oracle card for you, which has some deeper meaning for a otherwise general question, okay? So I will not directly be asking about the future. I'm going to ask specifically the energies surrounding you and inviting you forward, okay? Whoa, big fat chunks in that shuffle. Something somewhere for somebody wants to talk to them. Opposition, confrontation. This is two stags, two elk, if you will. Okay. I'm sure we can gather what this means, but please allow me to read to you. Hi, Starlet. We do exist. Don't get me wrong. I need money to live, but I leave that to the community to decide. That's all. We need card 53. Opposition, confrontation, action. This is not a comfortable situation. No kidding. But that's not the point. Oh, you're being challenged to grow. Look at the situation as a dojo, a martial arts training center, and take the training. Take the training, Neo. You don't have to trust the wisdom. Thank you for the follow, Naomi Watari. I hope I said that right. You don't have to trust the wisdom of the people you are wrestling with, but you can trust the pattern itself in this great cosmic workout. Practice your best skills. Stay centered and operate from wisdom and strategy instead of emotional heat. Listen for hints on how to improve your style. The obstacles in your way are not there to stop you, but to push you toward your personal best. Your challenge. This situation is an inconvenient growth opportunity. Whoa. This situation is an inconvenient growth opportunity, but not a punishment. Decide if it is time to build muscles or to find another path. Gift. This situation offers you a chance to burn through karma if you can continually respond with compassion and tough love. Both. Compassion where needed, tough love where needed. From your highest self. Take the high road. Okay? I know you want answers. You get answers by proceeding forward. I have done this in the past. This card has come up before. I offer a question back to you, though. You see opposition here. Well, this is two forces pushing against one another. What happens when one of these elk just suddenly stops resisting? Something to consider. let me know if you have any questions. Truly, the path forward is fog. We find out what's in it by bringing a lantern. Walk the path. You might like what you find. You're very welcome, Green Skull. I appreciate you letting me read for you. Now, we have Starlit Moon. How may I help you, my dear? How may I help you? Should I pursue a romantic relationship with my best friend? Well, I do not mean to be rude. Whoa. Thank you so much. Jesus Christ. I appreciate you very much. You sweetheart. Wow. Not necessary whatsoever, but I appreciate it all the same. You angel. Starlet. We gotta, just real quick, I hope you all won't mind. We made this for a reason. Wow. Look at all the fireworks. Thank you so much. I will try, Green Skull, as best I can. That is, as I understand it, the entire purpose of me. Happy to oblige. Should we consider a relationship with our best friend? Well, so this is a difficult one for me. Okay? I'm trying to think of how best to tackle this. Because we can do the easy way, which is just a simple yes, no. Okay? But obviously, there's some far deeper info to be gathered here. I don't want to offer you a yes, no. I feel it unfair. In two parts, both to me and to you. Because this tells you how to run your life. And I'm not a fan of that. I would instead like to offer you some insight about perhaps this relationship. We can do this in a way, as you state this is your best friend. God, I am hesitant to give you a potential spread even, because depending on what it says will depend on how you run forward. But truly, ultimately, the person to ask this is your best friend. Has this come up, you know? But I understand you came here for a reason, a read. I am happy to oblige. We're going to do the same thing. An oracle, this is solely, forgive me, please. This absolves me of asking to get some info about your friend, who we feel there might be a romantic interest in. Okay, I gotcha. If it has come up, why are we not exploring it further? Why? I mean, aside from the obvious, things get sticky. Not how I mean to say that. Complications can arise when two friends become lovers. You know this. I assume this is the big duh. That's why I'm here, idiot. I know. I don't mean to dance around this at all. So, we're going to ask the oracle about this. Okay? I'm not going to bring any part of this into it. Just, hey, Starlight Moon has this question I'm not going to say aloud about their best friend. Any thoughts for us? any opinion on this matter. This will not be a yes or no, or at least I have not seen a yes or no come out of this deck ever before, but there's 56 cards in here. I've seen maybe like 24 of them, maybe. Your card. Saturn. Structure. Take note. 2 and 4 at the top. 24, 2 plus 4, 6, the Lovers in tarot. Structure, though, in this deck. Let us discuss. Jesus, you weren't kidding. You're fucking me up here. My goodness. All right, Saturn. Structure. You ready? Story time. Get your blankies. Get comfy. Saturn, well, we don't need to talk about that. We're just going to get straight to the action, okay? Saturn asks you to step into the next level of maturity and personal authority. Think of Saturn as a martial arts master who pushes you to grow through workouts, discipline, and tests that allow you to prove what you know, both to yourself and to others. Look for a mentor or choose to mentor another. Honor the teacher, but don't give your power away. Listen to the experts, mix their wisdom with your experience, and make your own wise decisions. If you feel like someone is abusing their authority or undermining yours, set firm boundaries and hold them accountable. Study, cope, grow up. The challenge. Be careful not to cling to old conceptions of success or hold on to a brittle system that restricts potential and leaves people discouraged. Gift. The ancestors call you to wisdom and maturity, to know your gifts and limitations. This process may be an initiation, a test that empowers you. That is from the Star Codes Astro Oracle by Heather Rowan Robbins, if anyone is interested. The more I use this thing, the more I fall in love with it. I thought, God, I had this deck so wrong. I apologize to you thoroughly. I was wrong. I had no idea how this thing was going to possibly speak to me, and it has done so repeatedly, not to me, to many people in spades. Every time I divinate something and it strikes me like that, I have to take a true step back, right? Apparently it does not matter what we touch, it is just the intention. Ask with a full heart, mean to be here to help. This is what we receive. I will take it all day. I am glad you found it helpful, Starlit Moon. Thank you so much for the follow. And you are correct. Saturn is a patient teacher. The problem is sometimes we are not patient students. That is not a call out on you, but truly, I just love astronomy, astrology, all this crazy stuff, right? I had no idea a tattoo artist. I had no clue how beautiful the cards were, just even the stock. That is like a $24 deck, I think, out the door, shipped. For what that is, for what it comes with, and what it has done here, Jesus, we should have paid far more. I am thankful for its presence here. Another gift from donators. I see why these people have sent these things to me. I get it. I will just... Every damn time, though, I sit here just befuddled, like, wow. I can't believe that that's what comes out of that. Naomi Watari, thank you for so patiently waiting. What can I do for you, my love? That is the Star Codes Astro Oracle by Heather Rowan Robbins. This one. That's the book. I'm sorry, that doesn't help you. Well, it looks like the same. I don't know why. Yeah, it's the same thing. This thing. But bigger. The box instead of the book. This spoke to me. Well, may I show you a book? I don't know, may I? Check it out. The Zodiac and the Salts of Salvation, Carrie Perry, Star Codes Astro Oracle, Heather Owen Robbins, but do we see a thing? A thing in here? I believe in cusps. Some people do not. They argue there is no blending of astrological cusps. I say, fuck that. Yes, there is. I'm one of them. I stand before you. Bullshit. Right? And here is this deck, truly, that has that blend. Right? Well, here's one. Just a reminder, Naomi Watari, I'm sorry if you asked your question in chat and I missed it. I don't think you did. You just said hi and then joined and are patiently waiting. Probably stepped away, waiting for me to shut up. But we're ready for you whenever. We only have this one Oracle deck. Prior to this, I was truly just using a friend of mine's Oracle deck to do these reads. It's been clearly communicated to me our work extends far beyond tarot. Which is why we have osteomancy bones here. These things. Right here. Beep, 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 beep. But yes, there are more Oracle decks to get and add to the library. Someday, you know, when I can be my actual true real self. Behind me someday, I hope to just have literally a bunch of little cubes with our decks, our books, so I can just be mic'd up and, all right, which one screams to you? Which one speaks to you? Well, we'll use that instead of me picking them all the time, you know? They all work whenever we touch them, but, you know. Yeah, this is the second Oracle deck I've ever got to interact with, so. The other one, geez, it's a romantic one. It's like very loving cards. They're very sweet, but again, I did not use it enough, truly, to get to even know it fully. And again, not my deck, so. This one. It's what I was saying. I sit here and every time I get that read that I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ, like, hello? Hello? I don't know who is shuffling like this, but you need to stop. I tell the people what is going on. You don't tell me what's going on in me. Fuck you. I do that. You don't do that to me. Every time. And yet I've been doing this long enough to sit and realize, like, why are you surprised? What the hell did you think was gonna happen? I don't know, not that. All right. Did we lose Naomi? Oh, we did. Okay, well. I think I ran into that one, but truly we are poor, my dear. That will be a time before that can make it here, but in the interest of making sure You should look at the Soul's Journey Oracle deck. Yes, Soul's Journey is what I want. Soul's Journey Oracle. Schmeck. Oh, I love the cover of this thing already. Why are there multiple versions? US Games, it would appear. Practical Epiphany for personal growth. Here, just so you can see what the hell I'm looking at too. Can you please tell me which one it is? Well, there's a few here. This guy, that thing? This is to wholeness, that's not it. It's gotta be this, right? I imagine. And yes, Waylon Wood. That's what we're doing. That's the whole goal. Trying to spread love. I absolutely want an Yggdrasil Oracle. Third one at the top. This one. Walmart. I guarantee you I can't walk into a Walmart and get this. They would burn this right on the shelf. Guarantee it. You know that Cypher Bill book? It's like a little triangle looking guy with a top hat. Has nothing to do with God or any crazy shit. There are literally people that will buy this book just to burn it. Ah, hey, Naomi. Hi, it's your turn. We've been waiting for you. Sorry, readings take a while. I appreciate your patience. I assume that most people just walk away. You know, they get in queue and just leave because they know I will endlessly ramble. There's a lot to talk about sometimes, you know. I will add this to our list. I use Throne, that's what the little thing up there is. I will add it to our little wish list. Bananas, bananas. Hello, Hazaro, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. The Transparent Tarot deck. What is that one? It's gonna take me a decade to get all this stuff here, but books a million and more. This is crazy looking. Is this based off Thoth? No. Universal Tarot Transparent. What the fuck is this? This is surely what you mean. They got a transparent oracle too? Oh God. Hi Harry. Emily Carding. Is that here? This should tell us, I think. This is Lo Scarabeo. No, that's the wrong thing, you goober. Back ordered online from my favorite bookshop. Boo. 5591, Emily Carding. Cool. I will add that to the list later. As well as this thing. What is this? Hi. Transparent, Soul's Journey, this one. I want to know what both these are, frankly. I'm not looking at Walmart. I'm definitely not buying Barnes & Noble. I'll take Abe's books all day. I like them. Which one was this? That one. And then this guy. U.S. Games. I don't know who you are. I have no idea who these people are. Sure. We'll take Abe's books again. Why not? Okay. I will look at those later. Naomi, what was your reading? Would you like? Wait, there's a trans... Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. Pretty sick. You want to see more of it? Happy to oblige. I will be peeking at it more later, and we will add it to the Throne wish list. Which I don't even think... I think I took the link for it off. Sure did. That thing. Tiala, we have someone in Twitch that is getting a reading at the moment. I can help you out with yours afterward. If you'll give me just a moment, please. So, Naomi, how does she feel about me? That is your question? Because I will, you likely weren't here for it earlier, but just so you're aware, I do not pierce the minds and hearts of others. The correct person to ask that question is that person. Otherwise, you are asking me to actively participate in spying, which I do not do. In the interest of giving you a reading at all, resistance immediately, doubly, Boyd does not like this question. So, we will draw 2 cards. It matches the energy of the room, I find. It is on shuffle. And we are being asked somewhat of a chaotic question, I argue. Being that we want to know what this person feels of us without asking them directly. Instead, I ask, what is the energy surrounding your question? And what is the energy inviting you forward? So, we get the 8 of Swords. This is our blindness. As well, the Queen of Swords. Look at that. The music changes. And instead, we get, yes, a farting butterfly. The future is unknowable for sure. The 8 of Swords. Swords are of the mind. Hello, Hizaro. So, being restricted by one's own assumptions. We do not know the answer to this question yet because we have not asked that it would appear. So we will remain blind until we choose to remove the blindfold. In so doing, we regain this energy inviting us forward, authority over the mind. Now this is a figure, however, I want to point out, who uses their intelligence. They literally will think before they feel. They use this immense knowledge they have to dominate others, rather than to be in control of their own thoughts, their own kingdom. Take note of how they're focusing their energy. They hold a sword and they point. They give commands. They do not make suggestions. So this is twofold for you. Regain control of the mental space of self as well. Make sure we are not doing things that would be in domination of others, such as asking the spooky tarot guy what someone thinks. I say again, not to scold you or anybody else here. I get it, that natural desire to want to know. Please, I beg you, don't use sources such as this to get somebody's real feelings. Please ask them. You might like what you find out. Fucking music. Why's it gotta end when I'm getting all serious? Never fails. Let me know if you have questions, my love. I know that that is not the answer you came for, but truly, ask them, please. You might like what you find out. But we gotta try. Okay? So, Tiala, in regard to your question, if you are still here, let me know, please. What is his true feelings and intentions are towards me? So, Same thing we were just talking about. I hope you caught all that. You're welcome, Naomi. I wish you the best of luck, truly. I don't know what you're going through, but clearly it is trying on you to release this. Ask. Yes, you indeed do. You have the exact same question. So, my love, same rules apply here. The exact same 2 cards. I know we see this read for me a lot, but truly this is how many love questions we get. I am not a fan of being involved and somehow being a third party to a love circle that now becomes a triangle and even a square, I argue, when you involve me. Okay? I believe that should be obvious to all of us. Yes, I can find out plenty of info. No, I will not tell you how someone is feeling about you. False hope or fear is all that does. I am here to do neither. Okay? Your final shuffle, your final cut, your 2 cards, the energy surrounding this question about your relationship, the energy inviting you forward. Yes, 'tis my card. So, Tiala, I hope I'm saying your name right. We have the 2 of Wands and the Chariot. So, the exact same response to a degree. Hazara, what? Is this a rerun from Wednesday? No. Why would you think it's a rerun? I'm here, right now. Hi. Neither. Eat real food. Neither of those things are food. 2 of Wands, Tiala. The decision we have not made yet. The path we have not walked yet, truly. Okay? This is you staring into the crystal ball eternally. We are blocked. I know. Sorry, Harry. Don't listen to me, chat. You do your thing. I know. If you gotta pick one, Harry, which one's closer? How about that? Oh, do I have the title wrong? I might. Wouldn't shock me. Wouldn't be the first damn time either. The title should say Friday Fortress 11/28/25. That's what I have it set as. I don't have it marked as a rerun. Oh, I know why. Oh no, you're in Twitch, right? Yeah, you're in Twitch. Your second card, though, Tiala. This is the person that should be balancing the chaos of life, the light and dark. Someone holding the reins, steering the chariot. We are blocked in this by coming to me and asking me what the outcome will be. We must ask and work with this other person and ourselves to walk the path and to regain control of the chariot. Okay? So, I'm not entirely sure what you have going on there, but truly, seek out these answers, please. Unfortunately, divination cannot uncover the true information about how someone is feeling, about how things are going in that regard of relationship, as there is another party here that truly is not present here to speak for themselves, to defend themselves for anything I might say, and that is not fair. Okay? I hope you will understand. Just a reminder for anybody watching this in the future, your chats are right here. Anything you retract does not get deleted from the screen. It is all public. If you need privacy anonymity, you are welcome to message me in Discord if it works. That is what it is for. Okay? No problem. For you as well, Tiala. Thank you for understanding. I'm sorry. I don't have something more insightful to offer you in that regard. Please speak with this person. Truly. Hello, TRX by later. How are you? Hazaro, it is your turn for a reading. I did not see a question attached to your reading request, or did I miss it? Very likely that I missed it. No question. Okay. What can I do for you, my dear? How may I help you? I was going to shut it down in an hour, but hey, here we are. Make me want food. It's alright. Always more time for that. You can sure try. The answers may not be. They may also be vague as well. Depends on what it is. What would you like to try? You may notice the way I read. A little more intense. So, just keep that in mind. You may not like the answer you get in return. That's all. It is not a threat, it just happens. I don't mean for it to. I'm just here to translate. Should you become the speaker, the vault boy? I have no idea what that means. Obviously not meant to. So, for this, we will be using a Lenormand, not tarot. Similar, not the same. We will ask this question to the Lenormand. You will get a generic reply for a generic, vague question. I have no idea what this is in regard to. Don't need to. We shuffle, all the same. Your final cut. Your two cards. Stork Anchor. You're welcome, Sir Josepher. Thank you. Okay. Stork. Anchor. Come on, buddy. Thank you. Apparently I gotta hold these up that damn close so you can read. Jesus Christ. Okay, so Stork is a messenger. Hello, night shift night shift to Taco Bell. I thought that should night shift Taco Bell. God, you come as I'm sitting here. I want Taco Bell so bad right now. Ugh, disgusting. Yes, the big message up there tells you how to join. All right, so messenger, anchor. I mean, the stork alone should give some of this away, no? Stork, messenger, okay. Stable change. The rooted message. What does that mean for you? Could not tell you. Truly. So, I mean, to me, this is stay grounded in your message, whatever it might be. You take that and run with it however you would like to. I have no clue. what that tells you, if anything. A grounded message. Stork anchor. What you see on the screen. Stork plus anchor combined make stable change. In short. Again, though, I say this is a message that is grounded. So you take that info and run with it however you would like. Okay? Just for everybody's awareness, 2 o'clock, hard stop tonight. 2 o'clock, I think. Okay? That will be the second half of a 5-hour stream, effectively. So, yeah, Hazaro, Stork Anchor, TRX by later. Hi, Darth Dad. We are. How are you, buddy? I hope you had a nice family get-together, personal celebration, however you give thanks. Hi, TRX by later. Hey, a general. Let us do. Hi. Hell yeah. We will be shutting down the vibe at 2 o'clock tonight. So, let us do a vibe check for our friend. Okay? What is your vibe for the day? What is supporting us? And what is tripping us up? Three cards. Cool. So, the vibe today. We are feeling very open. Wow, I love when I open up the deck and I go right where I need to be. And you bring my own card to me. This is a representative of me, in case you were unaware of this. Boop, boop, and boop. So, the Two of Wands. This is us. Literally gazing into the crystal ball, trying to figure out which way to go with our soul's fire. But this is the wrong card. That's the last one that I want you to see tripping you up. Sorry, where I mean to start. What's tripping you up? Time to make a choice somewhere. Okay? I want to start here just to frame the story a bit for you. Ultimately, at the end of this, I think you were already fully well aware. Time to choose something. Whatever your direction might be, I think you know this. Okay? So just keep this in mind while we go over the rest. The beginning of a relationship is upon us. Whether it has happened already or not, I cannot say. It is none of my business. But this also is twofold. This is just to let us know your general vibe is somebody who wishes to clink cups, to begin to start to collaborating. Okay? To collaborate, excuse me. Jesus, no wonder, yes, we will definitely be stopping at 2. The brain melts. Remember I said I was tired? I wasn't kidding. So, I don't know what this is, but this is your vibe. Someone who just wants to bring our happy emotions, our loving self, and hey, sup? Hi, pretty much how you walked in the room, no? Now, what's supporting us? We have control of the reins of life. We do balance the forces of light and dark in our life. You run shit, basically, happily, all day, no problem. What trips us up, though? You run it. Where do you want to go with it? Think of the chariot as your life. This is all inclusive. The good, the bad, all of it. What do you want to do with it? I'm glad, Hazaro. Appreciate you sharing, but yeah, you're super welcome. Okay. This is why we hold power in reserve. You don't have to make a choice, but in this very instant, but at some point, you will. Don't forget, some choices only cross our paths once or twice in a lifetime, if ever. Don't let this one be held in your hand so long that it turns to rotten fruit. Covered in gnats, no longer an option. Act. That is what you were being asked to do here. Act. Make the choice. A step forward, even in the wrong direction, is still a step forward. Be brave, like I know you are. Well, time to start the discovery process. Stop doing this. Start doing this. Okay? What's out there, man? Who's out there? Where is it? What does it do? Why does it do that? Then answer. Okay? Something to consider. Night shift at Taco Bell. Can you please send me, like, I don't know, a couple taco supremes, like a chicken quesadilla? Man, that sounds so good right now. Son of a bitch. Gross, but yum. Why do you people have me thinking about fast food? Gross. This happens to me every, 6 months or so. I just cannot resist. I just gotta go have the most disgusting food on this planet. I'll pass a McDonald's and just get a whiff, and I hate McDonald's. But for some reason, man, just gotta go get a double cheeseburger. Why? I don't know. Remind me why I don't eat it. I feel great while I'm eating it, and then it's not 30 minutes later, I feel like garbage. Every time. Every damn time. Night shift at Taco Bell. Wow. Wow. Thank you very, very much. Azaro, God, I am so sorry to even say this. I won't. I'll just shut up. How about that? Just so you're all aware, Twitch takes half of your sub, so I appreciate the ever-loving shit out of the gift. Thank you so much. But if you're trying to support your creator on Twitch platform, just know subs, literally, if your sub is $20, they take it. $10, right there, gone. Does not go where you think it goes. It goes to the Twitch demons. I get it, they gotta eat too, but man, they are greedy, truly. If you even donate, okay, through Streamlabs stuff, they will take half your donation. How's that for lovely? Right? Super rad. Just saying, if you support your guys, Jesus Christ. Azaro, you sweetheart. Again, not to complain whatsoever. I appreciate you even having seen value in what we're doing here, truly. Even half that, I am beyond grateful for. Like I say, that's why I don't even want to say anything, but... Yeah, it is not to even encourage tips, truly. I know, right? Fuck you. I'm not here to complain one teeny tiny bit. But truly, just in case no one knows, Twitch is not kind in that regard. Not at all. I can understand, you know, $5, sure, take your 250. Why not? I get that. They got bills to pay too. We're not doing ads here. I hate to be that guy, but truly we've taken every source of income away from them where possible. Your creators see your actual funds through bits and through straight donation. That's all. I know, right? Did we lose night shift at Taco Bell? Darth Dad, was it you that recommended me Tabletop Tarot, right? This? Or Kitchen Table Tarot? I mean, was it this guy? Was that you? I think it was. The one by the three I'm so sorry. I have so much stuff on the list. I don't remember which one that was. The Kaibala, yes, that is on my list. I definitely want to read that. Someday, you know. Nah. I think we lost night shift at Taco Bell. So I'm told. Now twice. Over, in fact. Yeah, I would love to read that. I just like to read it all. Damn. Hell yeah. Yes. Hell yeah. We have an Egyptian goddess on the table. Not the Isis you think of, but in case you didn't know, this was an Egyptian goddess. While I have y'all here, we may as well. This comes with an incantation on the back. It says, Goddess of Magic and Protection. Her number is 88. 2 masteries. 8 and 8 makes 16. 6 plus 1, 7. This guy. Hi. Your turn to get a protection blessing from the weirdo on the screen. The invocation says, Isis, Great Mother, radiant and eternal, you who gathered the scattered pieces, you who breathe life into the dead. Spread your wings around me, bind me in your magic, and guard me with your eternal light. Mwah. Here we are talking about protection and listening to our music. Maybe that's why we were meant to read it then. To protect us from the dubstep. Usually the energy of the music likes to match, you know? What's going on in the room? Sometimes not so much. Ah, so you're the reason we have this song now, Darth Dad. You're chaos. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I am in the same boat. I love that. That curiosity puts it back in me, that fire, that desire to know more, you know? Even if I never use it in my life, I just want to know. Maybe this weird, useless, you know, oddly shaped piece of wood that I've kept for 30 years will be useful at some point. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just a carpenter, man. We just build shit. Sometimes we don't need all this excess, but I'll keep it. Right? Meaning excess wood. I have literally known carpenters who have literally the piece of wood that's like this weird cut up triangle that they make like dowels with and random goofy stuff. And they still have it for their whole damn lives, just waiting for a use for it. Yes, I remember this about you, Dark Dad. You have the Lilith tattoo, yeah? Hell yeah. Yeah. Someday we'll get dancing emojis here. I could get them, just upload them, but God, I really don't have the time to sit here and make the little moving individual GIFs. The music knows what's coming. Absolutely, Hazaro. What can I do for you? Yay, cards. Indeed. I love that little guy. He's so excited to look at, for me, just knowing how reads go sometimes, like just look how excited they are. And for whatever reason in my mind, I just imagine he's pulled like Death in the Tower, you know, just staring like, wow, shit. Is there something you have forgotten of yourself that you need to be reminded of? Oracle is perfect for this again, but we could ask Tarot as it has archetypes. But you may not get one. I argue an Oracle card would be more beneficial to you. Would you like that? We use the Star Codes Astro Oracle here. This thing. Isn't it pretty? It's gonna be one of our logo icons if I ever sell shirts and shit, but I have a hard time bringing myself to do that. That just turns this into a merch game, and that's not what I want it to be, ever. If I were to offer you a deck, like, yeah, that's something, you know, that is of the work. I don't think anybody really wants to run around in my little LO icon and our Lotus, you know? But what do I know? Hazaro says sure. Beautiful. We use the Star Codes Astro Oracle. I probably said this already. Hi, ADHD here, reporting in. Personified. Tee-hee. Joke on me. Sometimes me not remember anything. I saw stuff flashing. What was that? Okay. Final shuffle. Final cut. Your card. You get the 5th house. Passion. Sure, Starlight. For Hazaro, passion. I mean, my God, this could not be more pointed for you, truly. Passion. Look at what is on the table there. An easel, a canvas, all your brushes, your paints. But passion. Let us find out what's going on here. 43, another 7 card. Passion, action. Ponder your loves and longings, whatever activates your heart. Oh, and ask yourself what you love enough to share with the whole world. Kind of ties into your other one, doesn't it? The 5th house asks you to believe in yourself and put this activated heart into action. Think of what activates the sparkly magic you feel when your artistic muse plays with you. Remember what stirs the first twinkle in the eye of a new relationship, the luminous quality of the beginnings of a love affair. No matter your age, your inner adolescent sparks your creative process. To nurture that spark, be playful. Grab a spontaneous moment and let your imagination wander. Look for a work culture that encourages playful, creative risk-taking and adventurous collaboration and exploration. This is where the juicy new ideas arise. To form a good foundation for partnership, don't skip the courtship. Learn how to bring each other joy and come back to renew that spark in the years ahead. Your challenge: bring your inner adolescent out to play, but watch that it doesn't get stuck in a self-centered place, swept up in the thrill of creation, and damn the consequences. Your gift: let your light shine. Let it be a gift to all the world. Your instructions: you get instructions from this book, my God. Your poll comes with instructions. This ain't me. This is what it says right here. Last sentence. Your instructions are to play, create, love, inspire, and be glorious. Okay? We will shuffle that back into the deck. I put things in the middle of the deck to represent the now, where we live. And I shuffle this back to you, my dear Hazaro. That is all yours. Truly. Play. Be. Rekindle that passion within. Thank you, Hazaro. Truly thank you. You honor me by allowing me to do this at all for you. I appreciate you dearly. And fuck, I'm pointing out, Twitch takes half a donation, and here you are like, oh well, fuck them. We'll just gift another one so we make sure he gets the $5. You angel, I see you. You send us to another dimension when you do that kind of stuff, okay? We live here now. More fireworks for you, in case you didn't get them the first time. These don't ever end. They keep going and going and going. They never stop until I turn them off. There's my passion for you. As I'm not a big screaming, yelling guy. Here you go. Here you go. Fireworks. Those bring me such joy. So does this thing. Just floating through space. It just makes things a little illegible for reads. Starlit Moon, you said you had another question, yeah? There is no need to join the queue. You will be our last question, I do believe, unless Darth or somebody else had something before I go, but a bit complicated. I like complicated questions. You're not sure how better to word it. I am happy to help uncover maybe the root question with you if you're willing, but you can also just fire off the whatevers, you know? Well, thank you, Darth Dad. Should I stream my readings on Twitch and whatnot? Starlit, no card required. Buck, yeah, absolutely. I will happily pull you something, but it will be bones. Osteomancy, that is. If you want something else, I am open to it, but truly, without any hesitation in my heart whatsoever, fuck yeah. If you have love in your heart you wish to share, do so. I encourage you. I sat on my hands for over a month and a half, 2 months, having a game plan and never acting. So, use them all. We're on TikTok, not streaming, but TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch. Start with Twitch. You don't even have to keep your recordings published afterward. You can set it so they don't publish. Once the stream is over, it's gone. If that worries you. Right? Same with YouTube. Leave it unlisted if you want to. If that is a concern, just so you can get your footing, right? The early days are not involved in the later workings when you get your lighting and your camera and your mic and all that stuff figured out. But I know what I'm doing here is exorbitant. But you don't need all that shit. You can do this with a cell phone, truly. But the way I speak, the way that I am, kind of needed this. I argue most people don't. I cannot tell you how many successful readers, and I mean successful in the sense of they are providing a service. They are of the work, truly, just here to read and help, right? I cannot tell you how many I see all day, all the time, just on Twitch alone. Yeah, no shit, right? We're gonna put the pressure on. I'm gonna follow you too. How's that? If you are feeling like you're not ready, well, I hate to break it to you, you're not. You never will be. You won't be ready until you're actively doing it. But if in your heart of hearts you are comfortable with your readings, right? Yes, do it. Then I can come to your channel and we'll take this $5 Cesaro gave me and I'll give it to you to read me. That's how the work works for me. If you are not feeling super confident about your reads for whatever reason, truly, come here. You're welcome to do it right now. Read me. A thinking, feeling, doing, I'll even absolutely allow ya. Okay? That is the point. Truly, I view this as we will all be exchanging the same $5 eternally. That's just how I function, It came from the work, it returns to the work. Just simple as that to me. That's why we have the throne links, right? If people you want to know where your donation funds go? Well, there's a whole list of shit that you will see eventually here, one way or another, through my own wallet, or if you're impatient and you want to see it now, well, there you go. That's how you get it here sooner. That's all that's for. I use it literally not as a wish list for other people to buy me shit. It's the most convenient tool I've found to keep track of stuff I want for this place. You put the URL in, it goes and drags the price down, it'll take the picture, right? It'll calculate the shipping and shit for you. It's great. Right? I like that. But just to further prove to anybody curious what happens when I tell you the work produces any sort of funds in any way, this is where we put it. Right here. A deck somebody wanted, a book somebody wanted me to read, so that way I have this info. Now we can talk about it or whatever, If you have questions, Starlet, if I can offer you any sort of help, let me know. But please, for the love of God, don't look at what I'm doing here as some mile marker, some measurement, right, of what you must do. This is just what I see when I see my stream. What do you see when you see yours? Again, you can do all this with just a cell phone. Hell yeah. If you need help setting up multi-stream, OBS, however you're going to do all this, hi. I've been through most of them. If you have questions, maybe I can help. That Dart Dad, same for you. Truly. If you're feeling like reading, please read. Please. It's twofold. It serves a need that you feel you wish to fulfill, as well you offer yourself in service to others. The work pays for itself, truly. Give love, get love. Even when there is no love, you still. That's just what we do, right? If you've heard that call, bottoms up. Take a swig of the Kool-Aid. Three-party light stream. I'm curious, OBS is messing you up? So even now, with all the stuff I've got going on, 3.4% of CPU. What? I'm wondering what would be killing you. What's going on there, Dark Dad? I don't know what kind of hardware you're working with, but you ought to be able to get by with OBS. Might have some of our settings. Oh, okay, yeah, shit. Never mind. Yeah, that will hurt. Again though, cell phone. You're not that far behind, but unfortunately too far behind. Yeah. I'm on mobile. I have a favor. Can I make me a bit bigger? You want to see me? Hi. Hey. I appreciate that feedback though. Am I too tiny on the main screen? I don't want, the focus is the work, not the weirdo on the screen. How about this much? Is that big enough? As we take away from our working space, with my big giant bald head here. That's why we have this one. Hi. Hey. Hi. How's it going? Gotcha. Okay. You're probably not the only person that feels that way. God, look at me. We're all disheveled. Got shit all over me. Can't even keep my tie straight. Jesus Christ. It does. It does. Sometimes even when we don't mean for it to, But just to point out, it's a reflection. Not in this light, but I just argue, I take ADHD medication for a reason, right? I was told when I got diagnosed as an adult for this, mind you. I do a lot of things I'm unaware of that are apparently clear tells of ADHD, but like when I sat down with my psychiatrist to get the diagnosis, like to do an actual test for it, she didn't bother to mention this to me at all when I first met her, but truly, sit down and I'm kind of giggling about it, it's like, oh, that's funny, I always make jokes about having ADHD. How funny would it be to get a diagnosis that I do have it? And she just looked me straight in the eyes like, oh, you do. You have it. No question, but we have to take the test. And I'm just stuck looking at her, How can you know this when we haven't done the thing yet? That I don't like that. What's that? What the fuck does that mean? Unaware of this, but yeah, I guess I jiggle a lot. Don't have to. Don't have to. I just like to be on camera just to let everyone know we're real people. Yeah, same. Look at, for Christ's sake. This is the library in its current form, okay? All this stuff. These are all reading and notes about our different decks, okay? This stuff. All of them. Right? All this crazy stuff. Yeah, I think I may have a bit of mania in me, you know? Probably a touch of the tism as well. Wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. Yeah. For real. For real. But as much as I love all your guys' company dearly, I need to put the chat up. We're gonna fix this right now. I would like, please. Yes. Bam. Now we can all talk. Hi. Where do you live? Up here? I guess so. Why not? This time, now I can actually say hi-bye to you. And see what you're saying at the same time without having to stare at chat while I stare at the camera. Yes, we're out. We out here. We really out here. Arizona here, my dears. It is 2:17 a.m. where I live. I would just like to thank everybody so much for coming, and those especially that supported the channel tonight. I appreciate you so much. You honor me, truly. I will be streaming again tomorrow in the mid-evening, starting probably around, I don't know, 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Okay? All of you guys are the blessing, not I. I just come here to translate. 'Tis my job. I thank you all for allowing me to read for you, truly. But, just in case you were unaware, my name is Opal of Lost Opal Tarot. We do tarot reads, oracle, Lenormand, osteomancy, elder futhark rune. Are you getting the picture? We read stuff using esoterica, information of any kind, to help us illuminate the path to the higher self, that is to say, the best version of you possible. I hope you will join me the next time we stream. Until then, sweet dreams, good morning, good afternoon, whatever it might be for you. In case you haven't heard it today, someone loves you. Who are they? They're right here. I love you. Even if you're not feeling so hot about your own self, I love you. I hope you have a good day. We will talk in the next stream.